Do you know, this time last week I was moaning because my garden was desperate for rain. Ugh, that was the kiss of death, wasn't it? Be careful what you wish for. It's been a miserable week for most of us. Record-breaking rainfall for some, believe it or not, in Northumberland earlier on this week. And some of us have seen close to 3 months worth of rain. And with that rain, it's been disappointingly cold, hasn't it, really, for the time of year. I can offer you something a little bit more optimistic, though, into next week. Drier for most of us. There still will be some rain around, but certainly more sunshine than we've seen this week. And as a result, just that little bit warmer as well. But for the time being, we're still under that influence of low pressure. It's going to stay with us into the weekend and spiralling around the low like a Catherine wheel, a series of weather fronts that continue to bring in some showery outbreaks of rain across the country. So for the rest of the afternoon, still quite a lot of cloud around, I'm afraid, and bits and pieces of showery rain. One moving through the Midlands up into eastern England, another across Northern Ireland and into western Scotland. We keep mostly cloudy, but if you get a few glimpses of sunshine, particularly favoured spots in the southeast, temperatures will be a degree or so higher than of late. Maybe even if we're lucky, 20 degrees, that's 68 Fahrenheit. Now, as we move through this evening, we keep that rain out into the west, and in fact, the next band of rain will push in and gather, and that'll become more intense. Eastern areas stay relatively dry, so we start off our Saturday morning on a relatively sunny note across the eastern half of the UK. But this weekend, we've still got that low with us, and we will still see weather fronts moving in, particularly the further north and west you are. So on Saturday, western areas will start off cloudy with outbreaks of rain. Early morning sunshine eventually will cloud over across many eastern half of the UK, and we'll see that weather front, a fairly weak affair, moving its way through the spine of the country by the middle part of the day. Temperatures ranging between 15 and 19 Celsius. Now that front will move its way eastwards, bringing a little bit of showery rain overnight. And then as we move into Sunday, closest to the low pressure, so western Scotland, Northern Ireland, maybe western fringes, will continue to see some showers. So the further east you live, the best of the drier, brighter weather you will get. And again, those temperatures perhaps into the high teens. If we're lucky, we'll see 20 degrees. But into the early half of next week, we then draw in this area of high pressure influencing the story across the near continent, and southerly winds are likely to take over. So for many of us, we will see a good deal of dry weather in the forecast, may even get pretty warm into the southeast. Just Wednesday, we could see a brief hiccup with a little more rain, but certainly in comparison to this week, much better. Jane.
Thank you. Thanks very much, Louise, Lear.